Hello, my name is Josh Stendahl and I'm the Installation Manager with Global Finishing Solutions.
Hello, I'm Jon Sygulla and I'm the Installation Coordinator with GFS.
And we're going to talk to you about the Installation and Project Management Department. The Installation and Project Management departments bring a lot to any project purchased from GFS. Generally, working on large and complex projects, our project management team is valuable to any project. Working with coordination with the customer, on schedule, delivery, project scope, design, seeing manufacturing through, equipment layout, delivery, code compliance, and then following through with the installation and startup. They become a key individual on the project and oversee the project from start to completion. This involvement brings leadership and direction to projects. Project managers provide vision, motivation, they help to remove roadblocks, and help inspire the team to do its best work. They serve the team but also ensure clear lines of accountability. Our project management team is generally assigned to all aerospace and complicated industrial projects, although their skill set is valuable to all projects as they handle the communication, organization, coordination, and follow through of the project. Our installation team brings a lot of experience to the table. Installing a wide array of both GFS and buyout equipment, we install everything from large aerospace booths capable of painting C-130s to small open-face booths in the industrial market. Working in all 50 states and providing resources internationally, our team brings the skills and knowledge of erecting GFS booths, ovens, washers, and other finishing equipment provided through GFS. From unloading equipment to layout, to assembly, coordination, follow through, follow up, and completion, our team takes the project from delivery to startup. All the while working with the customer and any other trades on site to make sure that the installation is as headache-free as possible for the end user. We use certified licensed electricians, mechanical, and other trades to round out our completion. We also have an array of installation contractors that we work with to install projects. These contractors are vetted by our staff and work is generally overseen by GFS representation. We work hard to ensure that if you hire a GFS to handle the installation of the equipment, you are happy with the process and follow through. Safety, quality, delivery, and cost are drivers for our team. Our people are safety trained with certifications such as OSHA 30 and EM 385, coupled with quality and skill training to ensure our equipment meets the standard. Our team is trained in skills such as large equipment including forklifts, off-road forklifts, scissors lifts, and aerial lifts. Basic skills such as booth assembly, caulking, and rigging. Critical skills such as practical building knowledge, blueprint reading, and layout. Specialized training such as welding and fabrication. And our supervisors and superintendents handle site paperwork such as daily reports, AHAs, and inspections. All the while concentrating on safety through toolbox talks, daily meetings, and continued training.
And to follow up on what Josh was talking about with our experience and training, our crew has plenty of experience. Some of our guys have over 20 years of booth experience, and our least experienced people have been with us for 2 years and have prior booth experience. So we really have a wide range of experiences on our team that bring a lot to a project, whether it's a large-scale aerospace for a government contractor or a private firm, or even down to the small industrial, open-face, or benchtop booths. And with that experience, we've got 3 different levels. Like Josh mentioned, we got our superintendents who manage an entire project. They deal with our crew, all of our subcontractors, our electrician, mechanical contractors, whoever we've hired to help us complete a project. Where our supervisors more manage our crew on a project and do less coordination with any subcontractors we've hired, and then down to our installers who are doing most of the work on a project. And that leads us into what the different levels of service we can offer. Like Josh mentioned, what some of what project management does and then our installation, and we even offer just supervision on a project. So our project managers, like Josh said, are very involved start to finish. As soon as we get a contract or PO from a customer, they're getting involved, making sure we're going to put the best booth together for the customer. Whereas on the install side, we are really involved after design is done, 100% approval is done. install is going to get involved in figuring out what they need to bring to the site, anything specific, making sure the site's going to be ready for us to come in and do the install. And then even with our supervision, we're going to send out one of our superintendents to do more site coordination, making sure the booth is getting put up in the correct sequence or the sequence that makes sense for the site conditions, even working minimally on scheduling when different subcontractors can come in for the customer. So we really we offer 3 different levels of assistance on a project, with project management being the most involved and just the superintendent supervision the least involved. And some of the questions that come up on projects are how to deal with some of the issues. A big question always is floor levelness, readiness. So we really need a concrete hard surface to start on that's as close to level as possible, because we can shim, use a small shim package that we send with the booths to shim up to a 1/4 inch. Anything over that, we need to start getting involved with our engineering team to figure out the best solution for supporting the booth. Otherwise, whether that be three 1/2 inch plates if we're off quite a ways, or even up to 1 inch of what we're going to do to support that booth. Sometimes it ends up being we have to grout along the booth walls to properly support the booth and then seal the booth to the floor. The other option is if you are using some steel plating, you can add different flashing to the bottom of the panels to seal to the floor. Another issues that always seems to come up is site coordination with penetrations. We try to handle that during the submittal phase, but once we're on site and we can get the booth laid out, you can really get a good feel for where everything's going to go, whether it's an exhaust penetration, an AMU intake. You really can coordinate that when you see it on site as well. So that's the type of things that we try to handle with the install or supervision when we're on site. Other questions that come up are how do we make sure we stay on schedule and on budget? On the schedule piece, it really goes back to our experience. Depending on the size of booth, we've done similar projects in the past, so we know what to do and how long it should take. And we're able to put together a pretty accurate schedule. On the budget side, we've utilized an estimating tool for a long time that always minor tweaks to keep it up to date, but overall, that's our best tool to keep us on budget for a project. And as a customer, if you're utilizing our installation, your risk of going over budget is much less because we're taking on the risk of that installation.
Another question we get a lot is what type of work do we typically contract, and what does our installation process look like? Most jobs, especially larger jobs, we try everything we can to do with our GFS crew. We've got a number of assembly guys. We have resources to pull from to help get our crew size to the right to build the booth most efficiently. And we'll do everything we can to do our own work. We also have a number of contractors that we subcontract assembly out to. Generally speaking, those are guys that we'll pair a GFS superintendent with, so we've got somebody on site representing us. We have a good vetting process for those contractors. We do an evaluation at the end of a job. We want to make sure everything on that end is they're representing GFS to our full ability. We do all subcontracting with electrical and piping where it's in our scope of work. Those are certified, licensed people that we hire generally locally, although we have a couple electricians that work nationwide. And where necessary, we've contracted a number of different trades, anything from roofing, concrete, insulation, a number of different things to see the job through, make sure that our scope is covered. Another one is how do you determine the HJ for the project? We're in Wisconsin. This is something that gets vetted on the front end. Really, it varies considerably by location. So depending on state, county, municipality codes, and what jurisdiction you're operating under. For us being remote, it's about communication with the customers, about communication with the municipality to make sure that we understand what's required of us. We are licensed in a number of states, so from that aspect, we are covered. If it's a larger project, we're generally working with the authority that we're working under, which is called out in our spec documents. And again, that can vary by state, federal site, jurisdiction of the facility. And again, it's about communication, make sure that we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Having that conversation up front saves a lot of time and effort on the backside, so making sure that it's right the first time is critical to our success.
And that's all we have today. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please put them below and we'll respond when we can.
And if you found this video helpful or interesting, please like and subscribe.